A spare quarter, because if you did not shake the hand of Donna Jessen, it's going to cost you 25 cents. Okay,
got it covered.
okay, we're doing happy dollars. Anybody? Here we go. Hang on, Lion Dwayne.
That's a happy 75 cents. And then the other 25 cents is for the mystery shaker. Anyways, King Lion and Leroy, all Lions and guests, I'm happy to report that my brother, his time at the nursing home in Woodland is ending. He'll be discharged after lunch tomorrow, so I'll be picking him up and you'll be seeing him around.
All right, yeah.
Good. Great news. Great news. Our honorable, lovely tail twister, Marlene, has a happy dollar. Oh, several.
I have 3 because I will miss the next 3 days. Oh, King Lion, Leroy,
Fellow Lions and guests.
fellow Lions and guests.
There you go.
I have 3 happy dollars. I will miss the next 3 meetings. I'll be at a conference next week, and then Keith and I are going to Mexico for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
What fun. What fun. Great. Happy dollar. Lion Gray.
President Leroy, fellow Lions guests, I got one happy dollar, and the reason is because Steve is about 1 month less into his term as a tail twister. So, go.
What's that all about? Ding. Lion.
11 months ago.
Come back here to Lion Lovely. No, Louie.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, my happy dollar is that I finally got the grant in for the ice creator. With my help of my lovely co-assistant, my wife, she did a lot of work on it too. And so we still need to come up with $650 is where we're at. Thank you.
Only 650. That's not too bad.
Patrick, I want to make sure that we get to you this week. Past President Patrick.
Thank you very much, Steve. I kind of felt a little slighted last week, but that's okay. I get over it. President Leroy felt last week. Let's see, that first happy buck from last week was going to be, I said it in there. I said President Leroy felt last week.
Yeah, I got it.
I was trying. Anyway, that first happy dollar was for something great that happened last week that I totally forgotten about. I guess that just happens, huh? Right, Terry? Right? Your name is Terry. Yeah, okay. Second, there you go. There you go. Second happy buck is there's some good news on the horizon. We go in today for Jerry's foot to find out if there's a second surgery needed or if she's going to be able to get into a cast today and start having some semblance of a life again, because Pat Palmer turns out to be about the crappiest nursemaid and nurse and maid on the planet. Okay? So the backstory of that one is she called her dad to come down and mop the floors. Yeah. Now, I had done it the week before, all right? And it looked apparently not. Her dad did such a great job, I told him he's hired for the next 6 years, so we better stay alive. The next to last happy buck is got the house painted. Yeah! Yeah, the 5-year remodel project is starting to come to a close, man. There's nothing like driving up and not... Yeah, right. There's something about driving up and seeing paint on a house that makes you feel like it's a grand day. The last one is a happy buck. Little Lion Sam is moving this week up to Bellingham, and man, I can't wait to pack his crap and get him out of town.
Been there, done that. Hold on, Hal. I'm going over here first. As President Cindy.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, yes, I have a happy dollar. I'm just going to say the word 3 times because that's 3 happy dollars worth. Grandkids, grandkids, grandkids. Also, Jim is healing very nicely with his hand surgery. We've had a challenge of my husband being told no because he can't lift anything more than 3 pounds for the next couple of weeks. So we had a party in our house on Saturday, so you know what he did on Friday night? He deep fried some turkeys. Yep. Left-handed. And I just love this weather.
Okay. As Council Chair, Hal.
Thank you, Low Life and High Life Tail Twister. This is for my shaking Donna's hands afterwards. Happy dog. Oh, President Leroy, how wise a guest. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, most of you already knew that, so that's it. So a happy dollar. My brother-in-law was here for a week, and many of you met him last week. He left yesterday, but not before we took him and the grandkids out on the boat sailing. That was fun. And this is the sad dollar for you. I won't be here next week.
Yeah.
I'm going on a week sailing trip with a couple from California.
Sail away. Okay. Yes. Well, you was on chair at all. Pass on chair, Terry.
Very poor one. King Lion Leroy, fellow Lions guests, have a happy dollar for the fair being over and for all the work we had underneath the grandstand. I mentioned everybody's name, but I probably forget it, about half of it. But anyway, we had a great crew down there, and I appreciate it.
Okay. It's fun, and then all of a sudden, about another month, it's over. Past District Governor. What's his name?
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, just happy for some great hospitality on Saturday. Enjoyed the shrimp boil, and although I didn't eat any shrimp, it was a lot of fun.
Okay. Anybody else back here in the zone chair? And Vegas returnee, Cindy.
President Leroy, guests and members. When you go to Las Vegas, you do a lot of walking. I did 14,000 steps, 11,000 steps, 13,000 steps, 12,000 steps. We did a lot of walking. We missed the bugs, thank goodness. I guess they were out in the mirage when we saw Terry Sater, but we didn't see them, so I was glad about that. So we had a great time with my daughter, and $1 for missing the fair. Really like working that event. So, thank you.
Lion Walter.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, I am really crushed that Hal's not going to be here next week.
That's a good one. Okay, announcement. Guess who forgot to shake his own wife's mystery shaker hand? Okay, but way to fess up, Mr. Kleinbach.
President Leroy, members and guests, have 2 happy dollars. First one's for the ice cream wagon. We broke a record over at the concert at the lake Thursday night. Over $1,000 in ice cream. Second happy dollar, we picked up 2 more kettle corn makers. Greg Swanson and John Aboy picked up the pace and did a good job helping keep the kettle corn on. Thank you.
Pass. Zone chair, Steve.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, this is a sad dollar for missing the fair and the lake and everything else. But this is a happy dollar because I was in Puyallup at the Good Guys Car Show for 3 days.
Cool. Past district governor and visiting Doug Hall.
King Lion Leroy, Lions, guess, my happy dollar, I guess, I got lots of them, but this one will go for my wife and my daughter, who, I've been living in that house for 35 years, they finally cleaned the garage.
So you can get your car in there? Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Ask, don't share. First.
President Leroy Lions guest, 2 happy bucks today. The first one is I'm happier than heck that fair is done with, and I really enjoyed working with all the Lions over there. The second one, next week, is very happy I'll be in Reno for Hot August nights, and I won't be here.
Yay! That's cause for celebration, isn't it? Bye, Mike.
President Leroy, Lions and guests, a sad dollar today. We missed Lions last week. Went to my class luncheon, and I would like to have come to Lions, but we went over there.
Anita. Anita.
President Leroy, Lions and guests, I have a happy dollar because I got my business website up and running and I am now working from home.
I'm working at home too, but differently. Vice District Governor Doug. First Vice District Governor. Oh, I see a quarter. I know what that means. Here you go, Doug. Don't forget to address the chair.
There you are, nice. First of all, I got a quarter for that. Mr. President, all Lions and guests, I got a happy dollar because August is here almost. And you know what that means. The busiest month of the year for the Lions is in the books. And as I understand it, according to the treasurer, we did fantastic this month. Really did. So that's a wonderful happy dollar. Thank you.
Hey. I'll get to you, Phil.
Hang on, Phil. Hang on.
Oh, that's worthy. Okay.
President Leroy, members and friends.
Jericho.
Okay, I just personally want to apologize for not being able to take part in the fair. I've got some family problems that took precedent. But I would like to, because I wasn't able to, I would like to donate $100 for charity. For fundraising. Okay? I have so much to be happy for and so much to be sad. Thank you. You bet. This is a sad dollar for Jim Waters. I just want you to keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He's having some serious health issues. So anyway, that, okay. And please, if there's anything I can do to help in here, give me a call, I'll check there, but I really feel guilty about, taking on the responsibility as a member and then not showing up, so anyway.
Part of our mission is that family does come first. Past District Governor, Big Jim. Pardon me.
What else is new?
King Lion Leroy, fellow Lions and guests. I have a happy $1. The reason for I have a happy $1 is I committed a sin this morning. I go to coffee every morning, and the first thing I do when I get home is empty my pockets and go out and water and change clothes, go out and water the flowers, and I always put my money in one spot. And today I did exactly that. I pick up everything that comes to Lions, and I get in the front door over here. I reach my hand into my pocket. Guess what? No money. No money. I didn't bring any money. But thank heavens for a wonderful person like Greg Firth. He loaned me some money, and then he tells me he's going to be gone for 2 weeks. I will pay you back with interest, Greg.
It doesn't get any better than that. We're revisiting with past council chair Hal.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests. As you recall, I went to Paris 2 years ago with my grandson to the World Championships, where in his best event he placed 25th. This year his dad went with him down to Australia and he placed 4th in the world. In the world. The Rubik's Cubes. Yeah, oh, yeah. Those little square boxes with colors that you can't solve. He can solve them in his sleep, blindfolded, with his feet, one-handed. And there's 23 different types of cubes out there. Yeah.
Since we have time, this is a story dollar.
Everybody have a seat.
We're driving up the freeway the other day. President Leroy.
Thank you.
Here we go. Here we go. And up around Toledo, we come upon a car in the middle lane that's kind of going a little bit side by side. They got a big dent in the back end. And I tell Marilyn, that looks like Hal Palmer's car. So we slip over in the outside lane and pass, and sure enough, guess who's on the phone at 70 miles an hour? Yeah. Who was that with you, Hal? Was that your brother-in-law? Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Oh, and don't forget
that. And he's on the phone. He's on the phone.
He needs a Bluetooth.
Okay, one of my favorite people. We had a ball the other night working the chuck wagon. Lion Sandy.
President Leroy, fellow Lions, and yes, I have $3 happy for 2 reasons. The first, $3 happy for 2 reasons. Do the math. I had my 3rd grandchild a couple weeks ago, Cedar Lynn Semenzik, to join brothers. Yeah, it wasn't anything that I did. Axel and Sister Carly. So I'm really stoked about that. And also happy dollars for, like fellow Lion Jim, I didn't have my money at the fair. So Lion Marilyn fronted me some money for a hot dog. I had repayment.
Lots of generous Lions. Anyone else? I know Phil. Okay, we'll get to you right now, Phil. Past President, Phil. And current Secretary, Phil.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, 2 very happy dollars. I'm sure you were all glued to your TV sets Sunday to watch my countryman, Egan Bernal of Colombia, win the Tour de France. When I was growing up in Colombia, I can guarantee you that it was a great big deal. We had somebody finish 2nd many years ago, and that it almost brought the country to a standstill. So I'm wondering if there's anything good happening in Colombia right now. Probably not, but I'll bet there's a celebration going on that'll just make you sick. Anyway, my countryman, Egan Vietnam, remember the name.
Bacon.
Anyone else?
Hearing none. Okay.
President Leroy, it's all yours.
Thank you. There, we don't break. No, we don't want to break anybody's ears. I kind of slacked off on my duties when I get here, and so I never asked anybody to do any of the stuff I'm going to ask them to do. So we're going to start off with invocation. Hey Larry, would you like to give us that? Okay, thanks.
Once again, we come before you with praise and thanks for the souls that we have, the nourishment of these life for us. The opportunity to just be a service to our community and continue to look forward to many things that you'll do with us. We ask that you be the same. Amen.
Thank you, Larry. Pledge, let's see here. How about Lion Doug Hardy, who leads us in pledge?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And past zone chairman Marilyn Patterson. Thy country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of thy pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Thank you. Okay, do we have some guests to be introduced?
Yes, we do. President Leroy Lions and guests we have. Past District Governor Doug Hall and Mr. Hal Farmer has a guest. President Leroy, my honor to introduce our state representative, Jim Wall.
Okay. Welcome, Jim.
Any others?
There goes the election, buddy.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, guest. So for announcements, we're going to start off with Bob Jensen.
President Leroy, members and guests, we got some figures from the fair here. The Pioneer Lions logged 495 hours, Boy Scouts 52, and we had 12 non-member hours for a total of 559. And we had 40 Lions participate, either moving the wagons over, moving the wagons back, or clean up, or working right at the fair on the concessions itself. And we made over we brought in over $13,000. So thank you, everybody that helped out.
Thank you. And Bob, while you're up there, do we have something going on Thursday we need help with?
We do. We got the late concert. We're doing, there's only a couple spots left, so if you are interested, see me after the meeting, we'll get you signed up. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
3 more late concerts, and then Squirrel Fest. We can put the chuck wagon to bed for the season.
All right. We have a sunshine report from Margie.
Hang on, Margie.
President Leroy, fellow members and guests, Vice Council Chair Al Hedstrom and his wife Linda, their daughter has irreversibly brain dead, Tammy, and so we want to keep them in our prayers, and I'll get a card out to them. Thank you.
And Margie, you also wanted to give out your contact?
Yes, I don't do computers, so if you could give me a call with any information at 360-423-9272.
and then I'll be able to make sure we get everybody that needs a card. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, good.
Past zone chair Steve Patterson, or whatever past things you've been. You're up next.
That hurt, Leroy, that one hurt.
We want to encompass all of it.
Announcement, red badge members, orientation tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at the shop, 6 o'clock. We'll figure out a way to clear off the tables, but tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at the shop, orientation for red badge members.
The shop is at 336 30th Avenue. Know where that's at? Go down 30th. Next up, Zone Chairman Cindy Fickett has an announcement.
President Leroy, members and guests, we have a visitation for those of the members at Battleground. It's the cabinet meeting, and it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning. They're having a potluck there, so there's serving sandwiches. They'll bring a side, and it might behoove you to bring a lawn chair too. So let me know if you're coming so I can have a head count. Thank you.
Past President Greg Firth, do you have an announcement? Sure.
That's zone chair.
Zone chair. I'm going to have to get all these written down.
President Leroy, fellow ladies and guests, I do have membership apps. I always have them with. We started a brand new year. We ended last year very, very good with our membership. Let's see if we can do it again this year. Also, pins. We got lots of pins over here. Lots of pins. Go through those and find something you like. Buy one. Thank you.
Thanks. Do we have anybody else that has an announcement they want to make?
Hold on.
Oh, Dolly. Treasurer.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, our first new member, already paid. It's from Miguel Bradley.
All right. I guess that must be it for our announcements. So we are going to move into, I'm just checking to see anybody announcements. Okay, good. So today being the last Tuesday of the month, this is our day that we do awards, and up will be Steve and all of the other things that used to be passed up. Oh, how about I unbear your stuff here?
Okay. Could you get your tickets out of the way?
Sure.
Okay.
There you go.
Take your stuff, man.
Got it. I got it.
I don't need a cup. Our newest awards chairperson, Gina, is traveling, so Hawaii. She decided she just couldn't make it. So let's start off with Rookie Line of the Month. Now I gotta find out. Rookie. I just have to find. Marilyn, could you bring my glasses, please? Oh!
I know the feeling.
I just love her to death.
Must have been a short name.
Short-sighted.
Is it written in shorthand?
Sounds like.
Rookie Line of the Month. For her participation in the reading program up at Columbia Heights. Donna Schomeyer. Donna? I know she's here. Schmoyer. Okay. Did you clean my glasses before we brought them up? Okay, also for the participation, I'm going to go ahead and announce the name because, okay. Donna, you're being recognized today. How about that? You are the Rookie Lion of the Month because of all that you did up at the Columbia Heights book reading program, and we certainly appreciate that. Okay. Photo opportunity. She was a house of fire. I'm going to also recognize, he doesn't come very often, kind of like the guy back there in the corner, but yeah, Lemire, yeah, you know. Anyway, as the unsung lion of the month, I'm going to go ahead and announce it, and we'll catch him when we can. Eric DeTormson. He found out that we found out that his children go to the school up there, so he made sure that when their class came in, he was the reader for the kids, and it was a lot of fun, and we appreciate Eric for doing that. So anyway, he's our unsung lion. Our line of the month, this is pretty interesting, not here, I don't see her. Darn it. Well, that perfect attendance pin is going to go by the way, but I'm going to give it to somebody that she knows for all of her participation in the installation dinner beyond the call of duty, Susan Skinner. So she is our line of the month for June for that. So maybe Mike or Scott. How about Scott?
Hey, nice name tag, Scott.
I got one.
Okay, from a distance, this will look like Scott. If you'll deliver that to her. Okay, good. Okay. Leroy, we're done.
Okay, it's good. We are going through stuff. Darlene, do you want to talk about this?
Oh, I can, yes.
Okay, well, I'll catch you soon. Next up is our, what is he?
Secretary.
Phil Olson has got some awards that he wants to give out. You want the microphone?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So if I could ask a few of you to line up right up here. Gail Bradley, Jerry McCormick, Hal Palmer, and let's see, Kathy Carmody, and Bob Bradley.
Oh, excuse me.
These are all, as you can clearly see, outstanding lions. And so Gail, we'll start with you. Gail, you get a silver centennial pin for bringing in a new member. Jerry, Hal, and Kathy, you get gold centennial pins for bringing in more than one new member. Awesome, thank you very much. And who does that? Oh, Bob! Hi, Bob. Bob, the Special Awards Committee happened to notice a while back. The rest of you can probably excuse yourselves.
You, Bob.
Not you, Bob. The Special Awards Committee noticed a few weeks ago that you were having a rather difficult time maintaining your wakefulness during the program. And fortunately, we are here to help. So I brought you this roll of duct tape. And yeah, that's part of it. You take one on each eye. And then you take a piece about that long, put this here, wrap it around, and that keeps your neck from dropping and keeps the drool off your chest. So you will be well prepared for future meetings. And so I'm very happy to welcome you. You'll have to do a little research on the fraternity you are joining today. But this fella is a legend in this club. You are joining the George Brackett fraternity. Thank you, Phil.
Next up will be First VP Darlene. She's got some stuff here to talk about.
President Leroy, fellow Lions and guests, Relay for Lives is coming out August 10th at Castle High. And if you would like a luminary bag donated, and for somebody, they put them around the track, and then they do a ceremony at 10 at night, and light them up, and then they're lit all night. I have some bags here, or give me the name, and I will make a bag. But I need to know it by next Tuesday. Because, the 10th is coming up. So please, talk to me or give me the name and tell me if there's a survivor or they passed away because of cancer. Thank you.
Thank you, Darlene. And since we're talking about relay, would you like to explain what the club will be doing down there with Lions? So if we have any members walking or anything?
Well, we only have 2 Lions signed up, and it's Jane and myself. And I've been doing this since 2007, and so I'm going to do the survivor part because I'm a survivor. And I don't know how much walking. I'll do some walking. We have 6 members on our team, but most of them are non-Lions. And what it does, to me, it's more getting the money for research than it doesn't necessarily us doing all the walking for 24 hours and all this other stuff. So we have made over $2,000 so far this year between the desserts, and Jane and I do 2 bazaars and stuff. And I send some letters out and get some donations from other people and stuff. So we've done over $2,000.
Past President Ken.
Vice President.
Past President.
King Lions, Leroy, fellow Lions and guests. One of the most important things is something to really keep in mind. Darlene does a terrific job on the luminary bag. It's really heartbreaking when you walk through, especially for those that have lost people, and see those bags and bring back the memories of what's going on. We have many, many members of this Pioneer Lions Club that are either survivors or past cancer treatment people. It is a very strict honor to be out there and to give them the recognition they need. And the one thing that everybody can do, a super challenge to go out and see if you can beat Mark Kelch and his walks around the park. Mark is out there every year. Not this year. Anybody that wants to enter and walk out there, you can beat Mark this year because he won't be there. Anyhow, this is something very, very heartbreaking and touching if you get out and get involved with it. Darlene has done a fantastic job over the years with her committee putting all this together.
And Jane too. So a couple of questions.
Yeah.
When is the event?
August 10th, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, ending at 10 o'clock on Sunday. If you are a survivor of cancer, but you haven't signed up, you can come sign up that day. Survivors start the relay. We do the first lap. They also have, in the last few years, they have a Hall of Fame which is they donate it either to certain people or to certain teams that have done a lot for relay. It kind of changes every year. I think this is about the third or fourth year they've done that, and it's on our shirts and stuff, the Hall of Fame names and stuff. And you'll see different color shirts. You have the team, you have the main committee, you have a team captain, has a color shirt, you have survivors are always in purple, participants are usually in a white or gray. They also have ones now for caregivers. So if people have gone through cancer and they're caregiver, they get to sign up too, and they are recognized as a caregiver. We are trying to raise $85,000 locally this year, and we're about at over 50,000, I think, right now. They keep adding it. This year we're down in teams. We only have about 29 teams. And so there's only maybe, I think, a little over 150 people involved this year in relay, or less. So the money's, trying to get $85,000 is going to be kind of tough. 1 year we had 80 teams and we raised over $200,000. So I think since I've been in it and counting all the stuff with Pioneer Lions and stuff, I think together since I started, my team has raised over $30,000.
Darlene, where will relay be at?
Kelso High at the stadium. But they've got a lot of restrictions, but we've got a nice track to walk on. So, that's why they kind of went over there. City was charging us too much to do the expo center, so they had to find a little cheaper spot. But it's got restrictions, they don't have water. At least we have bathrooms. Last year, because of putting the new turf at Kelso High, we had to go to Calweeman. We had porta potties. No water. You had to bring generators. We have to bring generators if you want anything to light up. And they're saying, okay, they've got to be only a certain. They can't be real loud. If they do, they're going to tell you to turn them off. There's all these restrictions when we're at Kelso High. We'll see. We're trying to get them to go to a 12-hour. Some cities only do a 12-hour. We're trying to get them to do that, and so maybe next year we'll only do a 12-hour instead of 24. Because my body's sleeping on the ground anymore. So some of us go for like 5-6 hours, and then we go home. We might come back for closing ceremonies next day. We come back. Lumen area, all this, they have a big ceremony at 10 at night, which is kind of, if you've never seen it, it's kind of cool. You usually have a bagpiper that leads it, and it's very silent. Walk around the track, and you can look at all the bags. Some years they have 1,500 bags. I don't know, every year is different, so some, at least 1,000 bags. And then like I turn them in, and then you try to go around the track, where's my bag? You put your bag in, so you do that. And you go around and look at all the different names, and you pick out some names that you know, that people have donated a bag or whatever, so. But I have a whole field of bags, and I have pens. If you want to just write something today, do a bag, or write something on the bag with their name and stuff. I got pens and stuff, so if you want to do it, they don't have to be fancy. It doesn't matter. If you have, grandkids want to do it for a grandparent, that's fine. Doesn't matter who makes out the bag or anything. So I do have some here. So if you want to take them home and do them, they don't have to be fancy.
Great. Thank you, Darlene. And thank you, Jane, also for your participation in the desserts you guys been doing throughout the years. Okay. Don't have anything else. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
Al Palmer's ugly.
Well, he's got to do what he can to keep those sharks away who's out in the ocean on his sailboat. So we're going to go right on to our blue tickets here. So get that thing out and take a peek. And this is the numbers I see, okay? 20 84 3, 5, 5. Marnie. Marnie's the winner. Thank you. Our end of the month drawing, once a month, there's a name in this box up here. We pull one out, and if the lion is here, you're the winner of what? Is it the chicken dinner or the chicken lunch? I don't know. Okay. So anyway, today, while he was here, is he shrunk down so far I can't see him? Greg Swanson. There he is. Our red ticket number, we'll wait for the drawing to take place because the suspense is killing us.
Oh, no!
5. And just to let you know, this is a new deck, so we're starting all over today. That was the first time, so thank you, Marty, for keeping this thing going. Yeah, is it in there? Red ticket is 9-5. Is that a 5? Okay. 5s and 6 look the same to me. Oh, well then it's a 6. Okay, Terry, what's the next one after that? 3? Wait. Everything's blurry now all of a sudden. Oh yeah, it's a 6-3-0. So who wants that last number? I'm going with the 6. Nobody? You gonna make me read this thing again? Oh, Marie. Marie won. You ready to take it? We'll take it. Diabetes? Diabetes, thank you. Okay, senility.
Desserts.
Hey, wait a minute. Desserts. Sure, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah. Steve Johnson on the second one. Okay. Good stuff. Secretary Phil, any senility?
Mr. President, we had a pretty good week this week. There's only one senile lion here today, and I would recommend that we give him a pass. We picked on him enough. That would be Bob Bradley.
So, just a review of the announcements since we have a little bit of time left. Tomorrow is the orientation for those of you with the red badge. One of the things that you need to do to get rid of that red badge. So that's tomorrow at the shop over on 30th Avenue at 6 o'clock. So, and then I have an announcement from past President Pat Palmer.
President Leroy, fellow Lions guests, as many of you may know, the entire Dahl family is at hospice this morning. So as Ken is passing today, the entire family.
Thank you, Pat. Also a reminder, got Thursday, concerts at the lake. Got a couple more spots. So need some help there. Anything else? God, it's so early, but we'll just go with it. Thank you all for coming. See you next Tuesday.